Hello everyone, welcome to Special Needs Planning with Special Needs Hawaii. So far, all our videos have been about concepts for special needs or financial planning, but we've always used hypothetical examples to illustrate our points. So we're going to start making more videos about real-world applications of the concepts we talk about in our videos. In this video, we'll be doing a case study on the situation with Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, who passed away in 2018. While this is an old story at this point in 2020, and there have been lots of analyses done by other special needs organizations on this subject, constant reminders and highlighting real-life examples of inaction or action may help you to realize the importance of planning for your own dependents with special needs. Before we start this video, we need to remind you that we are operating on limited knowledge. Obviously, we have never talked to Aretha Franklin and her family, and we do not know of all the circumstances surrounding all the parties involved. So any recommendations we talk about will be made on incomplete information and is information that we have from articles written about Aretha's situation. For more information on the different topics discussed in this video, talk to a special needs planner or attorney, who can help you to create a plan that fits your specific needs and goals. With that said, let us get started with the video. Let's begin by briefly talking about Aretha Franklin. According to Fox News, Aretha Franklin was a highly decorated and famous singer who specialized in the soul genre of music, but also had songs in R&B, jazz, blues, and gospel genres. On August 16, 2018, she died at her home in Detroit, Michigan. She was the mother of 4 sons, Edward, Ted, Kekauf, and Clarence. She was divorced and had no spouse. Around the time of August 22nd, approximately a week after Aretha's death, it was reported that one of her sons, Clarence, has special needs and will need financial assistance and care for the rest of his life. As far as we know, the nature of his disabilities were never disclosed. In 2018, Clarence was 63 years old and was living in a group home outside of Detroit. At the time of her death, it was also reported that Aretha Franklin had no legally binding will. She apparently had some handwritten wills expressing concern for her son, Clarence, but handwritten wills generally do not hold up in court. If you have been watching any of these videos that we have uploaded to YouTube, you should already be aware of the number of issues that Clarence will be running into. We will only go over a couple of the problems we see that pertain to special needs. The main problem is that Aretha didn't have a concrete estate plan in place in the event that she passed away. Since Aretha did not seem to have any form of actual estate planning prepared, and she did not have any legal wills in place, her assets will likely be distributed according to her state's, in this case Michigan, intestacy laws. Often, states will give the children of the deceased assets if there is no surviving spouse available. This means that Clarence will likely receive assets from his mother. The amount he receives would no doubt be over the $2,000 limit for government benefits, meaning that the assets would have to be spent down before being eligible for government benefits. As someone who will need financial assistance for the rest of his life, this is an unnecessary hurdle to government benefits. Even though he may become wealthy, it's possible that he will not be able to get the same services that are provided by the state. In addition, because there seemed to be no real plan decided on for Clarence, it is likely that no one has any legal authority to be his guardian or his conservator. While she may have expressed her wishes for Clarence in the form of the handwritten wills that she left behind, these are not formal plans that were executed or discussed with any other parties that may potentially help with taking care of Clarence. There are several things that could have been done to improve her and Clarence's situation. The main thing that Aretha should have done is to work on her estate plan. This sounds obvious, but it is a really big issue. As someone who was worth $80 million at the time of her death, she should have known that she would have lots of issues with her estate without any plans for it, even without having any children with special needs. Without an estate plan, most of her assets will have to go through the probate system, and she has no control over the way her assets are distributed. In addition, having an estate plan would include plans for Clarence, who will need extra planning to make sure that he is taken care of. government benefits, funding, care, and plans for Clarence would have been addressed, and everyone would be aware of what she wants for him. The other thing that Aretha should have done, following the previous point, is to have a legal will drafted. The will would help to ease confusion from the probate process, and for Clarence's financial sake, she would have also been able to keep assets out of his name and maintain access to government benefits. Since Clarence needs financial assistance for the rest of his life, he needs money. If Clarence wants to be eligible for government benefits, he needs to make sure that he keeps his assets low, and having a special needs trust can help with that. Finally, the last major thing that should have been done is to have a letter of intent. Aretha's handwritten wills clearly showed that she was concerned about Clarence. In this case, having a letter of intent that clearly showed what she wanted for him. She wouldn't need the letter to explain all the ins and outs of taking care of Clarence, but she would need it just to show and explain to whoever is necessary about what she wants for him. So to review, Aretha's lack of any concrete estate plans causes many problems that could have easily been prevented or at the very least minimized. Even if Aretha didn't have any children with special needs in her family, as someone who has a large estate, she would have had issues with the large estate she has anyways. Simple estate planning documents such as wills can help to solve problems and answer questions about your estate. While making estate plans isn't going to suddenly make you problem-free with your estate, it will allow you to look ahead and plan for what you want to give to your descendants. Thanks for watching. We have more information on special needs planning topics and general financial planning topics on our website at specialneedshawaii.com. Make sure to subscribe for future content on financial planning and special needs planning educational videos. We will see you in the next video.